make a pretty decent amount of money at 19.
I made more than 100K.
With crypto,
Yeah.
and you are in Forex game. What was missing for you that you were like, okay, I see this e-com passing by, and why did you want to pursue that?
So I want to pursue a real business, want to build a team.
Yeah.
If I work today on my own e-com business, I can see the results in a few weeks or few months, or maybe at the same day.
You started with us from complete zero.
From complete zero. I think at total in 1 year, I think I already made in revenue approximately 3 million already. Yeah, revenue, yeah. First 1K day, my house got broken in. But the first thing what I did when I came in, I ran upstairs to see if my laptop was there. And when I saw the laptop, I didn't care anymore. Like, you could work on my e-com store the next day. I just put my head down, just only work for 1 year long. But if you just keep grinding for 1 year long, focus on one thing, don't get distracted, then you can see what you can achieve, you know. I'm just a living proof of it. Yeah.
Alright guys, welcome to the Millionaire Commerce YouTube channel. We're gonna do another interview. This one is in person because this one is special. So I'm sitting here with Kelvin. This is the 2.0. He's done some new records, new heights. Yeah, little update of how things are going with him, what changed in the business, outside of the business. We are here in Dubai. So Kelvin, how are you doing, bro?
Doing good, bro. How are you?
Nice, yeah, all good. We are here just preparing for Q4.
Yes, man, sure.
So, yeah, tell me how are things right now? You're in Dubai, also, going here to register yourself as a Dubai resident. What's going on in your life at the moment?
Yeah, it's doing great. Right now, Dubai, of course. Currently in the process of immigration. Last month did a crazy month, so I decided to move. Why? Because like the environment is different, you know, than Netherlands. So it can be, and it's not a coincidence that I'm in Dubai hitting my record month. You know, it's just the energy, the people around it. People are much nicer. The weather is good. I mean, right now it's hot, but in general the weather is much better here. So yeah, it's feeling good right now.
So when was the moment you decided for yourself? Okay, maybe I want to live in Dubai. Was that already a goal for you, or how did it come about?
It's always been a goal for me. Like, I've always been obsessed with Dubai. Like, people who live in Dubai, like, I think for 2 to 3 years, like 2 to 3 years ago, I saw people living in Dubai, living the crazy life, living the luxury life. I always look up to, and I've also, on my envision board in my room, I've written in big Dubai. You know, I want to go there, I want to be there. So I've been envisioned like for 2 years already. So it has always been a plan for me. But so I'd planned to move in like Q1, because inside Q4, if it goes crazy, then I can move in Q1. But it came sooner than expected. So I immediately made a decision here. So when I came here to Dubai, I didn't even thought of thinking to immigrate. I just thought, okay, to chill here for 2 months to see how it goes. But I hit a crazy month in August, so I just immediately decided. Maybe a bit impulsive, but the decision had already been in mind for more than 2 to 3 years. So when I saw the crazy results that I did last August, I immediately decided to do it. So
that's good. All because of e-com, right?
All because of e-com. All because of this mentorship that I joined last year. And, like, it's exactly a year ago.
Really?
Exactly a year ago. Just exactly a year ago though. So last time I posted a story with a conversation with my girlfriend, texting her from, hey, maybe I should do e-com. Because, I mean, some people know, I went on a call before, but didn't make the decision first, because I was in Forex. But I put a lot of time in Forex, so I didn't want to waste that 1 year of time in Forex by switching with another business model. Because you always hear people from like, hey, don't get into the, how is it called? That
shiny object
syndrome. But that, it keeps haunting me for 2 weeks. Like, maybe you should do it, maybe you should do it, maybe you should do it. So I feel so bad about it that keep haunting me. So I texted her, hey, maybe I should do it. I'm sick with this thing in my head. And then she said, yeah, maybe you should do it. And I said to myself in that conversation, maybe this is a, how do you say that? Maybe this is meant to happen.
Yeah, meant to be.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
So then we decided, and now you see, it was the best decision I have ever made.
That's crazy, bro. 1 year.
Exactly 1 year. So started with zero.
Yeah. So if we take it back just a little bit, who, who are you? Where are you from? Because right now you're 22, right?
21.
21 still.
21, 21,
Crazy.
21.
Yeah. So just briefly, because you're not fully Dutch. So
No, not fully Dutch. My parents are Chinese. Like they came here like 30 years ago. They came here to have just a better life. China wasn't how China is right now. So they came here, a long road to come. You didn't have planes. You couldn't leave the country back then, China. So you had to pay like people that move you out of the country. So my dad approximately took like 3 months to come to the Netherlands just to have a better life. So basically in that 3 months, my family didn't hear anything from him because you don't have phones. So he didn't even know like, hey, what happened with him?
He was dead.
Yeah, maybe. Because that happens, you know, when you're across the borders. They can shoot you there, you know.
Wow.
So they moved to the Netherlands to have a better life. I'm born in Arnhem. Then eventually moved to Zeeland. And yeah.
Was you always kind of you want to be your own boss, or in school maybe already trying different stuff, or?
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm quite selfish person, so I have a hard time if someone tells me I have to do this. If I don't want to do it, or if it comes, if I really don't want to do it, I don't do it. So I'm quite selfish. I always want to do something for myself. So when I was younger, I always thought I want to own a clothing store. I think I was 13, 14. That was my first mind. Hey, maybe I want to open a clothing store. But eventually, when I was 16, 17, I did sneaker reselling first because that was popping. I saw people make a good money out of it. So that was like my first experience with like hustling, like buying and selling for a profit. So that was my first experience with it. But I've always been someone, like I've gamed a lot.
Did you learn things from that? At that age?
Like having good relationships with your buyers. So that was one thing that I've learned. And also like selling, negotiating. I've learned a lot about it.
Yeah.
Also the network and the connection. Like back then you have like sneaker groups, sneaker reselling groups, and if you're in a specific exclusive groups, you get like exclusive information. So that's also what I've learned, like, hey, network is very important. But yeah, I've always been someone who has gamed a lot. So I've always been online.
Me too.
Yeah, I've always been online. So because I was online, I saw these sneakers popping off. I always knew about e-commerce already back in 2017, 2018. I already knew about dropshipping, but yeah, I was, I think, 14, 15 years old, but I didn't have money to buy.
That's soon, bro.
Yeah, but I didn't have the money to buy it. But I was watching like YouTube videos from what is dropshipping, but I already knew what dropshipping was like back then. But I didn't have the money to invest in coaching programs or anything. But I've always been tech online, so I saw a lot of opportunities. So after sneaker reselling, when it came a little bit dead, I went into the crypto and the NFT space. Made a bunch of money out there because I was before like the NFT bull run. So that back then I was already making my research about it. Then the bull run came, and then it paid really off for me.
Can you tell more about what you did and what did you make?
I think in total I made more than 120k euros
In profit.
In profit.
Oh, that's. And how old were you then?
I was 19.
And how was it possible? Because did you have money that you worked for that you put into that, or?
Yeah, the crazy thing is, I just started with like $300-400. I put it on my crypto account on my wallet. So I put it. It was a Solana NFT project. So I put my money on Phantom. That's like an online crypto wallet. Then I bought my first NFT and I made it immediately like €1,000 profit. But with that same profit, I saw online, hey, there's a new project coming up which is quite hyped. And then I invested like, I think 400-500, and I made $25k out of it. And then with that money I reinvested and eventually made in total in that whole period, I think it was a period of 5 to 6 months, I made more than 100k.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how was that back then? Because you were still young. now you pivoted to a completely different
Yeah.
model. So what happened afterwards?
Afterwards, yeah, the beer market came. The beer market came, so the market wasn't like in the best conditions anymore. So then I started trading. So because I was already in the financial space with NFTs, with crypto, so I started trading because I always felt trading cool. You know, looking at the charts, making the analysis. So then was when I started trading forex.
Okay. So, but did you lose any of that money, or
Yeah,
because
I lose money because yeah, we went into bear market, but I didn't lose a lot because I knew about risk management and about diversify your portfolio. I knew a lot about it. So when I made profit, I put it like in stable coins. So I didn't put, example, in Ethereum or Solana. I always put a little bit profit in stable coins.
So what I want to know is, okay, you make a pretty decent amount of money at 19 with crypto,
Yeah.
and you are in forex game. But what was missing for you that you were like, okay, I see this ecom passing by, and I see why did you want to pursue that?
Because it's not a real business. So I want to pursue a real business, want to build a team, want to have something that
Consistency.
I can, consistency I can sell, you know. With crypto, you know, you trade here and there, but you are, like, if I work today on my own e-com business, I can see the results in a few weeks or few months or maybe at the same day. But with crypto, you're dependent on the market. Like if the market doesn't give you opportunity, you have to wait on the market, and that is something I hate. And that is something what was really stuck in my head before joining the mentorship, because I am someone who can work a lot on a day. I really want to work a lot, but because of the forex credit, you have to wait on the market, and that is something I really can't.
Yeah, you need a shitload of patience.
You need a shitload of patience. So you can't trade every day, so you can't make money every day. But the e-com, you can make money every day. So
okay, crypto, then forex, then you're like, okay, I see maybe videos of me you see passing by, or you already know about dropshipping. You were like, okay, let's get it. You started with us from complete zero.
from complete
I
zero,
remember.
I think no one believes it really, because in my DMs they always say, "Do you really start at zero?"
Yeah, because it's great. 1 year
Exactly
from
1 year,
zero
yeah.
to like $1.3 million is wild.
Yeah, I think in total in 1 year, I think I already made in revenue approximately 3 million already.
Yeah.
Revenue, yeah.
Sick.
And that just in 1 year, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, something, because I really wanted to join like at the beginning when you started with the mentorship, I think in 2022. But back then I just started with forex, so I thought, you know, I should try this forex first. Let's see how it goes, and maybe later I can do e-com.
Yeah.
But then I found out, I should have done it in 2022, you know.
So walk me through how it went for you in the program, the beginning, starting with your first store. How was the strategies and all pretty? Was it all simple for you, or how did it go? You started with basically no knowledge.
Yeah, no knowledge, but I mean, if I have to say about myself, I'm not a stupid person. You know, if I have to say, I'm a quite smart person. So I learn a lot of things quickly. Especially if I just dive in, I just go all in. I learn really fast. So because I'm already like very on my own. For example, my coach says something, do A, B, I always do A, B, C, or do more, look for more. So I've always done it in my mentorship. But the first few weeks didn't quite on my way, because I had some Facebook bans. So the first month I had quite some issues. But eventually when I switched to the solutions that you guys provided, just to go on Facebook structure, agency ad account, then I saw the results coming very quickly. I think in 2 to 3 weeks, when I switched over, I achieved my first 1K day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where were you selling at the time?
I was in Dutch market back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this was after a first couple weeks. You went to 1K a day.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell me a bit what happened afterwards? What were some of the struggles maybe, and how did you overcome it?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say. Yeah, I mean, the biggest struggle I think I had was just like the Shopify hold of 50% I had like for 120 days.
15, right?
Yeah, 15%.
Yes.
So that was, I think, my biggest struggle. But I didn't have a lot of struggles because I always learn from other people's mistakes. So I always read the Discord messages, always attend to the Q&A calls. People ask the question, hey, I have this problem. How would you solve it? And if I heard that, hey, maybe I'm not at that stage to have that problem, but I was writing on my notebook, hey, this person has this problem, and the solution that the coach provided was this solution. I write it down and learn from it, you know? And that is why I don't really had any real setbacks or struggles, because I've learned from all these mistakes from other people.
And that makes it very different.
And that makes me different.
Many people don't do that.
Yeah, because I heard a lot of people, also in my DMs, you know, or from other, or from my students, like they say like, hey, what type of mistakes did you make back then, or what were the struggles? And I always say them, learn from other people's mistakes. Because why? Because they have already made the mistake, already put the money in, and if you learn from it.
Exactly. And you are here in an environment with around you already, you have all the answers.
Yeah, you have all the answers.
Coach, you have the other clients, you can see what they do or what they not do.
Yeah. So always learn from other people's mistakes. That's the best thing you can do. Like you have more, you can get more out of other people's mistakes they've made than hearing their success.
Bro, I think this is the #1 reason why you were able to go to these numbers within a year. If you didn't have the coaching or people around you, you can also get there, but not in a year. That's not possible.
So that's also your environment, your network. How cliche it also sounds, but your network is very important. Very important. But I think if I didn't join, for example, to become a coach, if I didn't join the team, I don't know if I should achieve like the 1 million month that fast, you know, because you heard a lot of stories for all the students, their mistakes they've made, the solutions that we have, and also you learn from a lot of all the coaches as well. And that is really because of the network and your environment.
So, 100%. Tell me, from maybe, okay, after a couple weeks, you're at, what is it, 1K a day? How did you go to 100K a month? Because I think there are many people like watching this or listening to this. Can you share in your own words what is would you say the way or the blueprint to go from 0 to 100K a month with dropshipping?
It's important to stay consistent with testing. Like if you find your first win and don't stop testing, because that winner eventually dies out. So you have to keep testing like the same way how you found the first winner. And what is most important is like look for things that other people don't do. Like testing different offers, keep testing. If you have something in mind, hey, if you see something, just test it, you know? And if you are like different than other people that don't, for example, they're your competitors in your market, you can really go faster on 100K. But you also can go faster on 100K, but just copying others and just make a slightly better offer, better creatives. But the most important part, you stay consistent with your tests.
And 5 products a day?
5 products each day. 50 euros CBO, 1 ad set to creatives, and they just keep testing. It's
consistency.
Just consistency, man. Just consistency. Eventually, one winner will pick up, the second will come, the third one will come. Eventually, if you are like in the rhythm, then the winners will just come. If you just keep testing, of course, you have to find like the good winners. Like so, you should put a lot of time in your product research to find them.
So talking about product research, can you share what is like your favorite way of finding? Is it just the ad library?
Just the ad library. Like it's full of products, which eventually what you also can do if you have like a winner, for example, a typical pants or shoes or shirt. You find the same thing on like similar products on AliExpress.
That's a good one.
You know, because it looks the same. Like you target the same audience. So that is also.
And it has already proven itself.
It has proven itself. So
that's what we do. The same at this level with Icon. If we have a winning product, why not make variations? Why not different colors? Why not? Bro, if you have seen like in the market what really works, then if you can just use your own common sense, you can find winners.
You can also ask. You can also ask a question yourself. You know, just sometimes put yourself in a position as a customer. For example, if I'm buying Icon, you know, if I like the Icon clothes, if that's my style, just ask yourself, hey, what will I wear too? You know, and then just put that product on your store.
Bro, what you just said is, I think that's a skill that everyone needs to develop. Being able to put yourself in the position of a customer, because for me, That's how Icon was built.
Yeah.
Icon was built to a good brand because I was the customer myself.
yeah.
I know what looked good on the site myself. I know what would intrigue me as an offer myself.
Yeah.
And I think if you can look like that right now, if I'm with my team and we are, for example, yesterday we are discussing like plans for Black Friday and multiple offers. With some of them, we're like, what? You cannot say no to this if we did start doing this, right?
Yeah. But you should put yourself as a customer, because if you do that, you have answers for everything. How to answer on, for example, also my students that like, how should I answer on this email for my customer? I always say put yourself in the position of the customer, like how do you want to answer to you? And if they do that, they immediately come up with like, hey, how should I answer?
Yeah.
And this is with everything. If you can do that, then you can literally build a store around it, and literally build everything around it.
It's with everything,
yeah.
bro. With the offer, with the things you say on your website, with the things if you do email marketing or in your creatives, in your ads, everything matters. People, they think that the small stuff doesn't matter, but I believe it does.
Every small, I mean, it stacks up, you know? Like the small things, it stacks up because eventually on the bigger picture, it's big.
Because something very small can just trigger someone in their emotions to be like, fuck, I need to buy right now.
For example, right now, you know, except with one of your students, but like, for example, the clearance sale. Also put it, for example, as perspective of a woman or older lady who has her own store, is closing down the store, you know, that's emotional, that is personal, you know. A lot of people attracts that, and then they want, like, for example, I want to help them.
Exactly. But when it was my first Black Friday with Icon, but I was talking as if it was my 100th Black Friday, as if my brand was existing for years, and this is the biggest sale ever, blah, blah, blah. It's because it's at the end of the day, it's all perspective.
It's all perspective.
It's the way you position your brand and your product.
Yeah.
So from that 100K a month, when did you hit that in your journey?
I think I hit my first 100K a month in November, December, one of those two.
So how long was that after you started the program?
2 months. 2
2
months.
months.
Yeah, 2 months.
How was that for you at the time? It gave you the good confirmation, like, okay, this is what
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
gonna
the
do?
first 1K, they already gave my confirmation. Like, there's a funny story. Like, when my first 1K day, my house got broken in.
Really?
My house got broken in. So I came out from work because our parents have a restaurant. I went back home. I was around 9 p.m. Opened up the door. It was stuck. I was the last one who came out. Came out. But I didn't remember like how was it stuck. And when I was looking inside, immediately we were broken in. But the first thing what I did when I came in, I ran upstairs to see if my laptop was there. And when I saw the laptop, I didn't care anymore. Like, I mean, my designer clothes got stolen, everything got stolen from me. But I didn't care because I still have my laptop. And because I always also first hit my 1K day on that day, you know, it was. I mean, this a thing. I mean, eventually, you know, like I have my laptop. They didn't steal my laptop.
The laptop
it's meant
is
to
enough.
be. It's more than enough, you know.
Bro, it sounds crazy, but when we got robbed in Marbella, I was really relieved because I saw the laptops, I saw the camera, I saw everything. The watch was stolen, but my laptop is worth more than a 40K watch, bro. I swear.
So that's why, like, when I saw the laptop, I didn't care anymore what got stolen, you know. I still could work on my e-com store the next day, you know. Not like going to the store again, buy a laptop, buy the things, like all my sheets, all my documents. And all these documents, you know, they were, means more to me than, for example, my designer clothes.
Yeah. What people also I think want to know, because of course you had a very good rise to the numbers you're doing right now, but what would you say is realistic for people? First, like 100K a month if you start from zero. When would you say, or with clients you have?
Within 3 months, it's very realistic, especially with our guidance. It is very realistic. It's very realistic.
And what happened? You hit your 100K month after 2 months. Just walk me through the rest of the growth of the year.
So my coaching ended at December, beginning of January. So I continued on my own. And January I hit like 220K. So December I ended with 180. January 220K in revenue without any guidance. So I knew, hey, I have the skill. I know I can do it. And in February, I was asked to become a coach,
Yeah.
and I took that chance. And then, of course, February was Chinese New Year. So in March, we all started from zero again, basically, because we didn't have any inventory, which is drop shipping products, and I didn't buy stock in because the products died out. So we started from March from zero. But at the beginning, when I started again, I had a hard time to pick it up. Also in the last interview, I thought I was on a...
I think that was when I had a call with you as well.
Yeah. Just when for the advertisement you currently run on Meta.
Yeah. That was when we.
Yeah, it was at the end of my
just
program.
after Chinese New Year. I believe.
I think it was.
Yeah.
So I had a hard time to pick it up again. I didn't saw the results. I think it took me like 4 weeks to get some good sales coming in again, because I'm at the office with a good friend of mine, Romay, who is also a coach. And his store scaled very fast, like to 10K days already. And I couldn't even achieve like 1K day. So it was really like stuck in my head, like how can this happen? Like we're doing the same thing, I have the same knowledge. And I also have an ego, like I am better than him. So
That's good.
So I also have, I'm better, I can do this way better. Like how does it work for me? So back then we were staying at the same office. I was staying late at the office. I think it was around 6 a.m. I was at the office and I left around 10 p.m. Because I just have to work. I'd done everything, and then I was thinking about, hey, maybe I should try a new market, and maybe I should try something new that no one else does. So that's when I came to the Italian market, and that's when it popped up for me again.
Wow, that's crazy. So this was really maybe a first challenge for you, right?
Yeah. That was the first challenge for me. So. Of course, you will get some doubts here and then if you feel sometimes on your lowest point, you know. But I still kept going, you know. I just kept going, and I know eventually it will come.
A market switch is what turned it around.
Yeah.
You switched to new market, Italy. What happened? Did you start running the exact same stuff you was doing in the Netherlands, or did you also start maybe testing in a different way?
The testing is the same, products as well, but I made a change on my website design. So it made them look much better. That's what I did. And the Italian market was like still untapped, quite untapped. Yeah. So I saw like one student who were doing like 2K days there. We were testing, and one student already did 2K days there. And I saw his site, and his site was like literally garbage. So I think I can do this much better. And when I saw this result, I immediately hopped on, just opened up a store, went live in 2 to 3 days. And like in 2 weeks, I've scaled that store to 10K a day.
Wow.
In 2 weeks.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Were it a couple winners or one main winner?
Yeah, a couple of winners. I had one major winner, it was like a jacket, like a denim jacket. It was a big winner for me. But I had multiple winners, I think around 8 to 10.
How do you position your stores? Do you have a certain way you do it? Do you typically go for fashion, make it kind of like a half-looking brand, or
no, not really.
Or do you are your stores really general?
Yes, just fashion. So it's general fashion basically, but not really branded. You know, it's like pictures, like you're targeting different audiences, male, man, different styles. So that's why it's still called general. So it wasn't really branded.
I hear you talk about that you always try to do also a bit extra, you know?
Yeah, always.
Can you maybe share some of the things that maybe you've done that helped really well for you? Maybe it's on your store with your ads, or it's just in general?
Yeah, different. For example, one of the things was like the market, going into that market when nobody was live, testing different offers, different angles. For example, type of clearance sale, putting up a story inside your ad copy, but letting that story come over on your site as well. So
it matches.
So it matches.
So important.
So it matches, you know.
Yeah.
So these types of just test, you know, just test. I always talk about risk and reward. Yeah. So that's what also I've learned when I was trading, risk to reward. And if you know your risk and reward, then everyone will do it. For example, if I tell you like you do 10 tests, and each test costs you €1,000, But the first 9 it will fill. So you already invested 9,000 euros, but you didn't, like, 0 revenue came in. But if the 10 tests, you also put the same amount. But because of the 10 tests, you make 300, 400K a month. And that's literally like a 1 on 40 if it's a 400K. So you invest like 10K in total then, and you make 400K. That's like a 1 on 40, right? But if I tell you like that, everyone will don't do it. Say, yeah, I will test right now, test it now. But nobody does it because of the uncertainty of not knowing when it will hit, you know? And I always know, like, if I keep testing, eventually I will hit one major test. I will hit a home runner. But you just have to test, and everybody's scared because of the uncertainty of not knowing when it comes.
Yeah, but what can you lose?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't understand why people don't think bigger.
Yeah, and also I put all my profits back into the business. Of course, I buy here some nice thing for myself. For example, this immigration that I've paid for. But all of the profit, I keep it in the business. Because why? Because I have now more money to test different things, maybe on a higher scale. And that can give me much, much more revenue if it hits.
And I think you understood quickly too that, okay, 200K a month is nice, 300K a month
but it's
is
nothing,
nice.
you know.
But that's really the level where you can accept it. It's nice.
Yeah,
you can basically live a good life.
Yeah.
But if you push it, and that's what you've done, then your complete life will transform
It
to
completely, like
insane,
360,
like
yeah.
insane levels. So that's all the number one thing I say, because we have many students that hit 10K a day.
Yeah.
I always say don't get comfortable now,
Yeah.
because now is really where it starts.
But you can't really get comfortable, you know. Like, there's a lot of things you can achieve in life, and still I see myself nowhere, still nowhere, you know. What did I achieve? Yeah, I did a 1 million a month, but look at other people. So look at you, you know. I would really want to achieve what you have achieved, maybe much better as well. So how can I be comfortable right now? I am a nobody still.
So that's very good, because talking about that 1 million month, many people want to know how did you do it. So what did you, Calvin, do to hit 1 million?
Yeah, it was just a test other things. It's just still in the fashion, but it was the offer, and that it came also what I just talked about. For example, a typical story you tell to your customers to make it more personal, you know. For example, clearance sale, hey, I'm closing this down store. We are like two partners, we're closing down this store, and making that story or that come over on your site as well. And that's what I did. Also testing collection pages. It's very well for me as well right now.
Yeah.
So these are, I think, the 2 major things.
Talking about those collection pages, can you give a bit more insight how you do it?
Yeah, just the same items like single products, but instead of like redirecting them to the product page, we redirect them to the collection page.
That's good. We do the same.
So they have like this, like multiple choices. There's something inside the collection page, they have to like it. Like if you put like 20 to 25 products, one products they will like it.
Do you make the products match each other so that it's one target audience that would like all of the things they see on the collection page, or is it random stuff?
No, just for example, a shirt collection, dress collection,
exactly.
just
That's
quite specific, you know.
That's good.
For example, for dresses, you have like a lot of dresses, maxi dresses, wedding dresses, summer dresses, a lot of different types of dresses. But if you make it more specific, then the Facebook targeting will also be more specific. And if, for example, if a customer sees, hey, a wedding dress is very specific. Like you don't have a wedding like every day or every week, you know. So it's going to be very specific. So you will also see that the conversion is going to get better because the audience are much better.
You going to that 1 million a month? Which market was that?
2 markets, the UK market and the German market.
Okay, so I know because I remember like yesterday when I also had to go the first time to do 1 million a month. I know, okay, I have to hit 33K a day to hit that.
Yeah.
But did it come randomly to you, or did you really set it as a goal?
No, it just come randomly.
Okay.
I do put goals. I have some goals on my whiteboard, like revenue goals, but I put like more goals on input goals. Because input is output, you know. If you focus on your input, the output will come. What it comes, I don't know. Like you see right now, 1 million a month. I didn't know I achieved 1 million a month, but I know like I put in my efforts in the right input, you know. And that is most important. And the output will eventually come, you know.
Yeah.
The input is the most
also,
important thing.
not focusing too much on the outcome will also keep you motivated.
Yeah, keep you motivated,
Because
yeah.
let's say you have a bad day. Everyone has a bad day
Yeah.
when it comes to their revenue, for example. Then you will still do the same fucking shit.
You would still do the same. Yeah, you'd still do the same. So just focus on the input.
And you can still be happy, because if you, let's say you have an input goal, you hit it that day, you're happy, you're satisfied.
Yeah.
If you put maybe a revenue goal for that day, and it's for whatever reason lower, even maybe not even your own mistake, you're unhappy.
Yeah, that's true. So it makes me it fulfills me like if I have like every morning like a to-do list. I put a bunch of to-dos like this has to be done. If at the end of the day all these checkboxes are checked, I feel fulfilled, you know?
Yeah. So what kind of days in terms of revenues did you started doing? Because was it like you were around the 40K a day? Did you do, what's your record day, for example, right
the
now?
The day I came to Dubai, I was on the day before I went to the airport. I had like my first 30K day. I've literally the week next week 40K day. The week after 50K week, 50K day, and the week after 60K day. Wow. And that was my highest revenue day at the moment.
So you did your record month here in Dubai. Me the same.
Yeah?
Or my 1 million month.
Yeah. It also here in Dubai.
Yeah.
It could be a coincidence. I don't know. You tell.
No, it's. You know what makes Dubai the best for me is here you get really excited to work. It's a work environment.
Yeah, that's true.
It's you look outside, you're motivated. Yeah. You talk with people. Everyone is about helping and business, and it's like a video game. It's a video
for
game,
sure.
bro.
And when you look, I stay very nice thing at downtown at the boulevard. You know, if I look right, I can see the Burj Khalifa. You know, and that just motivates you more.
Yeah.
And if you just look outside, like how much money is being made in Dubai. Like 1 million a month, which that's 0.0001% of what people make in Dubai, you know. Mm-hmm. So it will really just motivate you because just the environment. If you come here, you can just feel it. It's just money. You see money. You just see money. The cars, the watches that people wear, you know.
For you to be able to live here and do your thing, of course you don't do everything yourself no more. So can you talk a little bit about your team structure and the people you have working for you?
Yeah, I think around 8 people are working for me right now, just also of virtual assistants, customer service, product listers, and media buying. Part of which I still do myself, but the day-to-day task is outsourced, so I don't really do anything about that. But I put my time into like testing new things, do more research, open up new stores that I can test. So that's where I put more my time in.
How do you build, or how have you built your team? Where did you find those employees?
Yeah, onlinejobs.ph. To be honest, I only did 3 job posts.
Okay.
So customer service, product listing, and media buyer. Mm-hmm. What I just do is, when I hired my first customer service, and when the inboxes came, we had the work overload in the inboxes, I just asked her, hey, do you have a friend who just want to work here? Why? Because I create a better team chemistry, you know, like they are friends, they want them working together inside the company, the communication is being better. So I just only did 3 job posts, and I just keep hiring like friends of that department. So the customer service department, they are all friends together, live in the same city. Product list department, they're all friends, like friends of each other on school. And also the media buyer just only have 1, but I just keep hiring like friends of other employees of mine.
What is right now your main focus? Like, can you maybe walk me through like a normal day of yours?
Right now in Dubai, I just wake up around 7 to 8 a.m. at the moment. Just do my day-to-day tasks, look at the profit I made yesterday, doing the product research, checking on the team if everything goes well and smoothly, answering some questions for my team members. So that's what I do in the morning. It costs me around 1 to 2 hours. Then I just look for like, how can I be better today? Like how can maybe a new store, looking for opportunities to take, doing research, look at all the stores. That's basically what I do. And of course, doing calls with members, of course, students. So that's basically what I do on the day. But just always look for things I can implement to my business, which will grow the revenue. Also like looking for new opportunities, like a new type of way how I'm going to open up a new store. So for example, right now, I really want to go into like branded, maybe branded fashion. So looking at other people, all the branded fashion stores. So right now I have a good concept that I still want to keep for myself to test out, but I really found something that can really, really work well.
Do you see yourself just having a couple dropship stores on autopilot and then a brand on the side, or what's your vision?
So my vision right now is just to have like a few dropshipping stores on autopilot, fully outsourced, so they have make profit every single month. But I'm focusing on like one store that's going to be my like a big winner store. That I could put all my time just on one store to scale to 1 million, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million a month. So that's why I'm putting my time in it. And on the side, I just want to have some, cash flow coming in from like general dropshipping stores.
How is it right now? Like 21, you just did like 1 million, 1.3 million. What is? Do you have a lot of freedom still, or are you really grinding around the clock?
I do have some freedom. So I'm in Dubai. It's also my first time. So during the evenings and during the weekends, I just go out, explore like the finer things in Dubai.
Is this really your first time in Dubai?
Yeah, first time in Dubai.
Wow. So you straight away were like, fuck it.
Because
I'm gonna live here.
Because I knew already a lot about.
With the Netherlands,
I knew already a lot about Dubai. You know, like I said, 2 to 3, I knew a lot about it already because I saw other people living there talking about Dubai.
You've already lived it here.
Yeah, I lived in here, so I really want to live here. I always saw like, hey, how much do I have to make? Like, how many are the rents here? Okay, I have to make so much money to live here. So it already was in my head for many years.
I had like also a client interview, and this client, he went from like basically he had to sell his car, or he sold his car to join the program.
Yeah, I know that story. Yeah.
And then he later down the line the program did 10K a day. Right? I said, how did it feel? He said, normal, because I already was doing it.
Yeah, but it also feels normal. Like the 1 million a month, like my girlfriend felt like, how does it feel? And I feel, I don't feel anything, you know, because it's just normal. And I already expected myself to do these kind of numbers.
Surprise.
It's no surprise that I would achieve it, you know.
Yeah.
If you were surprised, then you underestimated yourself,
you
know. But I wasn't surprised because I know that I would achieve these numbers.
And you know the input.
Yeah.
And also you didn't really, of course the outcome everyone dreams, but if you focus on what every day what you need to do, then the rest is just extra.
Yeah, but you know what you like. I'm living proof what you can achieve in 1 year. In 1 year, I literally start from zero 1 year. I just put my head down, just only work for 1 year long. Of course, I had my times like I also sometimes go out or I have some good dinner, or one day I didn't feel like it, you know. Of course, I have these days as well. But if you just keep grinding for 1 year long, focus on one thing, don't get distracted, then you can see what you can achieve, you know. I'm just a living proof of it.
Living proof.
Yeah.
So a couple things I still want to talk about is first, just can you talk a bit like what has Elite or the MC, the program, done for you?
Yeah, everything, you know. You can see it, everything. What has done for me, like for example, moving to Dubai, it has done for me, you know. Having like a clear path that I want to go. Like, I have a clear path right now, like where I want to be because of Elite, because of like the opportunity that you guys have created, for example. So it has done everything for me. Like I can't really describe it, you know.
Is it right? I see it with many people. Is everyone around you also now like e-com and
from because like I have all the fans in my DMs because I've shared my success on my story. A lot of people, what are you doing? Like I said, hey, I was in school. Like this teacher wouldn't believe you that you have achieved this. A lot of people like, oh, what are you doing right now? Can you teach me? Can you help me? A lot of like older friends where I came from, and also some friends around me because I didn't share my results to them. But right now I think, you know, fuck it. I moved to Dubai, so I don't really care anymore. So then a lot of good and positive words from people.
So you became a coach in my program as well. So how was that for you? Because of course you achieved good numbers for yourself, but I know, especially with where I am right now, there's nothing, same with me just sitting here
Yeah.
with you, that fulfills me more than helping someone from zero or from struggling to good numbers. So maybe can you share a bit on your experience being a coach, and can you highlight some of the good results or the testimonials you've achieved?
Yeah, it's good if you become a coach, you know, because you have like a few spar partners as well. Like they are testing things. Like for example, if 10 students, they are testing different things. Like they're all creative, you know. Everyone has their own creativity, and if they put like their own creativity into test, then you can also, from a coach perspective, you can also learn from them. Even if you are making much more money than them, but they are also testing something which can work very well, and you can literally also learn from them. So that's the one thing. And become a coach, what you just said, really fulfills if a student hit like good numbers. You know, I was more happy with my first student when I hit like 2 to 3K days than I was for myself when I hit that. Yeah. So it really feels good when you like can help people do the same thing that you currently do. But yeah, how did it feel? But by the way, like one of the success stories, like we had a student who came in who was already doing some numbers at 1 to 2K. And then he came with me, like in 1 or 2 weeks, I've scaled him to like 10, 12K days. And he was in the German market. And like seeing him being that happy, seeing his appreciation to me, felt, yeah, that means a lot, you know, that you can help someone just giving. I mean, it was just 1 hour of my time because he already some experience. I just share the strategy, implement directly, and he saw the results. So just because 1 hour of my time changed for someone, like a lot for them.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, so maybe to end it on, one of your biggest lessons with over the last year, and afterwards maybe the biggest mistake.
The biggest lesson that I've made, I find it quite hard, you know.
Maybe it's joining a mentorship. Like
Joining a mentorship. Like I said, that was the best choice I've ever made. You know. You can see it, the results, what happens, like what I've achieved by joining this mentorship. Yeah. So if you're still doubting about, hey, should I join a mentorship, or maybe I think dropshipping is oversaturated, bro, fuck that. Yeah, it's not saturated.
No, but it's stuck in people's
head. It's stuck in people's head. How can it be like selling online? Like how can it be saturated? Like yourself, you buy things online. Everyone buys online. How can selling online be saturated? Maybe some concepts can be saturated. Yeah. But just think out of the box, you know, and that can be saturated. So the one biggest lesson, just join a mentorship. Because why? Because you, like I said, you learn from the mistake that maybe your coach has made. Yeah. You don't have to make the mistake, so your path to success will be much faster than the path that your coach has made.
Yeah. And finally, like one mistake or one thing that you
mistake.
But then again, you're here at 1.3 M in just a year, so.
One mistake I've made. Yeah, like I said,
I've made so many, bro.
Yeah, but I didn't have like really major mistakes that have come up right now, because like I said, I learned a lot from other people's mistakes.
That's good.
So I didn't have like big bumps that I've came around.
I think you did it very good.
Yeah.
You did it very good.
Thank you.
So yeah, bro. Great talk, great interview, 2.0, and yeah, great what you're doing, man.
Yeah, thank you. So I hope that people motivate some people to start.
100%.
Yeah, if you still think that we are lying, or think I am lying, I started 1 year at 0.0, then you just should fix yourself, fix your mindset, because I don't know what to prove more. You know, what I can achieve in 1 year, what you can achieve in 1 year, you know. So yeah, just start. So if you want to start with something, if like a thought is haunting you for weeks, just do it. That's what I had, and now you see what I've achieved just by doing it. Just stuck in my head for like 2 weeks.
Amazing, bro. Wow.
Yes. Thank you, bro.
Sick. Hey guys, you saw that. I don't know how long was this interview? Tell me. 48 minutes of my man Calvin just sharing how he is crushed it over the last year. Just in 1 year, how crazy how crazy can your life change in 1 year?
You see it, you know, moving to Dubai, hitting 1 million plus a month of revenue. If you calculate that with good profits, you can see how much money I've made.
And you're at a you are way past the point, and that's what I call gone clear, that you know you will never go back to that old life.
No, never go back. Never go back.
Never.
I
You
can
you
never
know,
go
okay,
back.
the rest of my life I'll be doing this shit. So, with that said, guys, if you're really serious about starting or scaling your e-com business, just send me a DM. Besides that, just leave a fucking like and subscribe for Calvin, because what he has done is very inspirational, even to me, bro, even to me. So with that said, see you guys next interview. Ciao, ciao.